So, loved one, this is a new day in my life, more precisely a new night. You know, actually, I just here with my dad, and this is the last day that I will be with him. So, just just conclude all of the thing that we did. So, you know, this trip actually was pretty, you know, this vacation was pretty nicely, but there is a lot of not really much of things that actually happen. Um, you know, we just did the memories, and that was a pretty nicely time. And most of the time, yesterday I didn't really do a video, and you know. That actually was approximately of a crazy day. Um, you know, I just took a train for a really far far place from this place in this country in order to just see thing and just be in there. But that's absolutely was a stupid place, and we absolutely was boring and thing like that. Yeah. In this place we actually didn't really was boring, but we just was um you know disappoint about this this place. um and and because of that we just wanted to cut and come for this place, for this city, in the same day. So after we just eat in the restaurant and if and things like that, that was a absolutely nicely restaurant, and you know pretty good time, but not really something special. We took a taxi, and that actually took approximately of 6 hours, 5 hours, of driving pretty a lot and pretty hardly. So it's experience, it's experiencing, yeah. But we just accept for more. So that's actually what was. And after that, that actually was a snow that fall down, and it was pretty fucking you know nicely and good and beautiful. Especially at this city, at this place. um so all of this yesterday was really nicely, but not really something special, or not really something. You know, it was just we traveled pretty a lot. We saw people in the traveling in in the train when you just came for the place that we wanted. I really I can say people with really hate um you know really hate people on my uh, on my type, or on my dad type. Never mind. Um, and we just started conversational, and you know this type of people, this both of the people, it was a pretty ordinary, because I just developed a conversation. I just didn't really know what I can do in the train, because in the train everybody fucking suffer, because it was a really hot. In this country it's a pretty cold weather, but it's a pretty cold, you know it's a pretty hot, in the train. Too much hot, okay? And everybody actually suffer about that. And you just can't sleep because it's too much, and you know. So in front of us, uh, I just develop a really regular conversation that I just control about, and you know this both of the people didn't really contact with each other, and I just say, okay, I don't really have a phone, I don't have a Wi-Fi here. I just felt a pretty too much you know about the trading in this day. Even it actually was a good time for a Wi-Fi. And so, I just needed to think about something else to do, but instead of that, I wanted to, slightly of develop, conversation between um, these people. Um, and, this conversation was a pretty ordinary, pretty regular, everything like that. But, you know, just in the continuing of the conversation, this type of people was pretty, hating, and just a type of a people that pretty, don't really know the wall of the picture, and just try to. I don't know, it's a pretty ordinary, okay, ordinary type of people right now. Um, you know, just a pretty normal type of people, for right now. But there was a pretty hate for something, um, and you know, it was a pretty, hardly to just manage this thing like that. But in eventually, I think that a big challenge and a nicely time for me is I just success to do this thing. I success to you know um, manage all the things in this conversation that they actually try to talk, um, and despite actually other people try to make you, or just try to abuse you, or never mind, you just all the time success to order the thing, and just be right, just be right, and feel justified about what you do, about what you said. It's not really easy, because a lot of people just get confused most of the time when this thing happen. So yeah, I actually can say that that's it. That actually was in the train. Just really ordinary and hated people. Not really much more. Not really something big, pretty ordinary and pretty, regular. Um, but when we just came, we absolutely was, disappointed because first it was pretty fucking cold, but not, the type of a cold that exists on this city. This is the type of a cold that, you just don't really like. Um, and you know there is absolutely other type of a people, that actually behave really different than the people in this place. But in eventually, it's something that really, was similar to my country, and we absolutely was unenjoyable about that. So, yeah, um, I absolutely know that we need to come back and everything like that, because this is not the place that we just, thought can be good or can be, I don't know. Um, and yeah, just, I can say some of the people was pretty, snobs, and yeah, yeah, that's what I just, can say about this place, about yesterday. But in otherwise, we actually success to enjoy. We was a lot of time on the taxi, but it was a pretty, nice driver, and we saw a really nicely and amazing, beautifully, snow in the first time, actually, that literally, fall, with all the lights, pretty nice and beautiful. And we ate in a pretty nicely place. So, we actually success to enjoy about this day, and about this traveling, and about these people, and about this, food, and about this everything. And, despite all the thing was disappoint, yeah. Um, and in this day, we just, came to see this city, and, we just walk, and that's absolutely was, surprise in a good, because this city pretty good, and all the thing was beautiful, people very nice, the weather was, cold but good, more than actually yesterday. And yeah, we actually was satisfied from this day. After it, I just, came after a really big food, a big, big meal, lunch, and I just fall for asleep, until, right now it's approximately of the middle of the night. And after that, my dad just was in the casino, and for right now, I just probably will be without any sleeping, until out of times, because I just slept already. So I will just, go and, you know eat something, um, in the hotel when it's actually will be the breakfast, and, everything like that. Pretty nicely, pretty, I can say, good, good time to be here. But, I think that there is something that I just didn't really spoke about, and this is the thing that I felt, in a yesterday at the taxi, when we just drove. So, you know, when we was on the way, and everything like that, I just felt like I need to turn off my phone for slightly of a time, and I just feel something strangely on my way.